Hello, 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 and welcome back. For those of you who were with us the last episode, this is where we left. We are watching Rift Cortex create his little masterpiece. Hey, baby.
Oh, there you is.
Here I
Hello.
is. Hello. Now you need to be entertaining while I figure out where my village is that I'm working
Oh, I
on.
need to be entertained.
Yes, that's what I pay you for.
Oh, you ain't paying me
You
enough
get
brownies, that's for sure.
You're not getting paid big bucks to do this?
No,
Oh.
someone lied to me.
I'd talk to my union if I was you. I have to figure out what village I was doing. I think I might have accidentally found it. No. Yes. Yes, I did. You know, it might be a good idea to mark it in my notes. This is the one we're doing for the series. I put a big fat asterisk on it. Alright. Asterisk. There we go.
You got it?
Alright. I got it, baby. I got it.
Mhm.
One thing I want to show you, I have mentioned in the first episode of this series. This is the Metropolis map. We play on a realm server. I have a realm server that we play on. And right now it's Rift and I. PV, Plain Vanilla, used to play with us. He may join us again in the future. That's undecided right now. There's a lot going on. So he may come back. He may not. We don't know yet. But anyway, the main focus of the Metropolis map, we don't care if you play in creative mode. We don't care if you play in survival mode. As long as you don't, you know, deface someone else's builds, or if somebody claims a village they're wanting to upgrade, you leave it alone. That kind of thing. It's just a matter of respect. And the purpose of this is to connect all the villages, upgrade all the villages, and that's the main focus for me anyway. Other people do what they want to do. They have their own builds and their own things. PV did help with the villager. Actually, I don't know how many he did. He did more than one when he was here. But we're upgrading villages. We're trying to connect them with a highway and a railway. And I do too many things at once. I'm doing different series and looking for a job and interviewing for jobs and, you know, neglecting my housework. I'm busy. So we play different worlds. If you have a realm server, they take care of everything. If you have it hit your credit card automatically, I believe it costs like $10.20 or $10.30 a month. It's actually pretty inexpensive. It gives you 3 world slots that you can either have it generate a random seed through the realms, or you can create it in single player mode, beef it up, fix your resources, increase them, decrease them, you know, customize it however you want to, and then upload it into realms. And that keeps people from having to be on your computer. If Rift wants to play when I'm not on, he can. The server's available 24/7, and it doesn't matter whether my computer's on or the server's up or whatever. Server's always up. They do routine updates. They restart the server like usually around 2 or 3 in the morning, and it might take a whole minute, if that long. And it probably doesn't even take that long. So it's very convenient. It's inexpensive. It offers a lot of possibilities. We have 3 different worlds loaded. Plus there's a slot for mini games, which we haven't done that yet. We need to do that sometime, baby.
Games.
Yeah, we need to pick a mini game and just go in there and mess around. We don't even have to be good at it. But that's one thing we haven't done yet.
That's
But we play in vanilla. We have no mods, no texture packs. We don't use shaders. This is just the raw Minecraft. Anyway, for the villages that we have discovered, we make landing pads so that, like, if Rift decides to teleport here and he has the coordinates, he knows there's a landing pad, it's always going to be safe. Those coordinates are not going to land him in the middle of a tree. We're not going to build on top of them, you know. So we keep those landing pads a safe distance. That way, if we want to build around the village, we still have space to build, as you can see. But the landing pad is visible and lit up. So anyway, so far we have done the blacksmith shop. We just replaced the oak with spruce. We added acacia seating, a crafting table, a bed. We doubled the chest. We fixed up the windows and stuff. We just changed it around a little bit, but we kept the structure in place. Then the next thing we did was the library. And we did change the roof line, and we fixed it up a little bit. Looks a little bit busy considering how close it is to this other house and considering how small it is, but at the same time I like the detail, because without the detail it looked a little bland. So anyway, can't have everything, I guess. So the next one I want to work on, I think we're just going to do this little one right here because it has no door anyway. So we want to get this one fixed up and get a door in it. So we are back to figuring out what kind of building blocks we want to do. I am doing this in creative mode for efficiency's sake. My videos run long anyway. God forbid I have to run back and forth and refill my inventory and blah blah blah. We have the supplies. I use things that are easily gathered in survival mode more often than not, even when I'm in creative mode, because I get frustrated when I watch YouTube videos and I see a fantastic build and 90% of it's in quartz or prismarine or something that's quite difficult to get your hands on, or at least in those amounts. So I try to keep my building supplies a little more realistic for survival mode, even though I am doing it in creative. So anyway, let's get busy. It's not going to take us long to redo this little house because it's just a little bitty thing, but we need to figure out what kind of blocks we want to use. I think we should use some clay. Let's do something colorful. How about some, oh, that's cyan. How about some plain clay? And maybe obviously these are not in alphabetical order, which messes with my OCD. We could do the clay and the hardened, but that's really not much of a contrast. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use the cyan. It looks like a darker version. Let's see what we can do with this. How about we use the cyan instead of the cobblestone? Let's start with that. Now, if you've used cyan very much, you know that your cyan wool looks nothing like this. See that? Look how bright that is. That's cyan wool. But when you go with the clay, it totally changes the color. Totally changes the color.
Like totally.
Like totally, babe. Totally. Alright, so we have, see, that was fast. Alright, now for the wood. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. It's still the gray. Oh, but we're not going to be able to do our windows the same way because can't make stairs out of it. But that's okay. They don't have to all be the same. Oops. Wrong block. Okay. And actually, you know what? We're going to do this. And let's go with black glass. Let's try that. And see if that just darkens it too much. I kind of like it, actually. Alright, so what to use for around the top? We're going to want fence or some kind of railing up here. Well, let's go ahead and we're not going to use this ceiling either, so we can just take all of this out. My creativity works better if I have a clean palette to look at. All right. Actually, I think we might just stick with the cyan clay for the top trim. And the ceiling as well. Oh, I thought I fixed the windows. Did I miss one? Apparently I missed one, baby.
Whoops.
Whoops is right.
Never done that.
No, I am perfect. Always. Okay, so what kind of fence do we want to put around the top here? Well, we could go with a contrast color, or, you know, we could just use cobblestone wall. I know I'm using cobblestone, but it would actually go quite well with this color scheme. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I like that after all. The textures are so different. Let's try something else, shall we? Let's look at stone slabs. I know we used them on a blacksmith shop, but you know, we could even build that up just a little bit. Should we make it just one more? No, that looks good the way it is. think I like it better solid instead of the alternating. This is an awful little bitty house. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So, this is not exactly 50 Shades of Grey, but it's 3. 3 so far. Alright, now for the floor. Oh, we need to put our ladders in. If we put one up there, they're going to go right off the roof. We may need to beef this up one more layer. Because, you know, somebody like me would come right up that ladder and go sailing right over the edge. Yeah. Okay. What did I get? Wheat. Landed on the wheat. One of these episodes we're going to have to fix the garden. But we're probably going to be moving some of them anyway. Alright, so we have the ladder back in place. Ceiling, walls. Okay, so now it's floor time. Let's go with something lighter. But I think we may stick with the clay. See what this white looks like. And maybe a dunna. We might want something with a little bit of contrast. Well, let's go with the white and see how that looks. Actually, I kind of like it. It lightens it up a little bit. Alright. Door time. Oh, we need steps. I think for the stairs, we're going to go with the stone brick. That blends well. Alright. Doors. The iron door would look the best, but it sure is a pain in the butt. It's a really, really, really a pain in the butt. So, let's look at the oak and maybe the birch. Maybe the dark. We'll see. Yeah, I'm afraid the dark wins again. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Alright, so since we're going to go ahead and use the dark oak, let's get some dark oak fence. And we will put it there. For lighting. Okay, now we need somewhere for a bed. We don't have a whole lot of space in here. This is a tiny, tiny little thing. Alright, let's start with the bed and the chest. We could put the bed right here. And we could put the chest. Actually, we could tuck the chest in there as well. You can still target those right there. So that gives us a double basically. and we can't put the lighting over there because it'll block the chest. So only one spot left, right there, to light it up from the inside. Wow, there's just not much to this one.
Sometimes it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, sometimes. I think up here, though, let's put a, let's do this. Oh, it's probably not going to let me because I didn't go up high enough with it. Alright, so we're going to do it on the corners. Alright. There, that gives it a little bit more detail, breaks up the blah, and adds some lining. Then we can put a furnace and a crafting table up here with a chest in the middle, so they can work up here on the roof. Oh my gosh, I'm always getting stuck on the ladders. But you know, that didn't turn out half bad, considering.
Kids it precious.
We got it, baby. We got it. We might add just a little bit of depth to this. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and add that all the way around and see if I like it. This needs to be broken up somehow, some way. It's just too bland, too bland, too bland. But there is such a thing as overdoing it. So I'm gonna put it all in and step back and look at it and think about it and see whether I like it or not. Again, these materials are quite easy to get in survival mode. Well, our box still looks like a box. Let's try this. Quit that. Urga, baby.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think that gives it just a little bit of definition. It's kind of goofy looking, but at least if it's going to have to look like a box, it can look like a box with a pretty lid. No, we're just going to go back the way I had it and leave it alone. I'm going to quit messing with that part. Alright, so we need flowers. And this is in the way. We might as well get rid of it because this well is going to be completely redone anyway. Alright, so we're going to go with a simple flower bed. We're not going to do anything fancy. Let's get some coarse dirt. And we're just going to put some coarse dirt around here. Okay, that wasn't my floor, was it? That was under the floor. Yes, okay. Sorry for all the camera spinning. I had to make sure. Alright, let's get some more jungle, and let's go with birch this time. See how that looks. Alright. Alright, so we have some bushes. And what kind of flowers? Let's do something bright. I could have just did this. Yeah, I like the way those stand out. That looks nice against that gray. Okay. And you know what? If you don't like my ideas, that's quite alright. I don't expect you to like everything I do. If I do something and you go, that girl has lost her mind, that's gross, it looks stupid, but I'm going to do it this way, then I'm still successful because this is just to give you ideas. I don't expect you to do everything exactly like I'm doing it. My taste and your taste are not going to be the same on everything. That's why we're individuals, and that's why we're each unique. And what you may think looks silly, I may think it looks wonderful. So, let's see. We're going to add just a little bit more. Actually, let's do some ferns. Right here. Let's go ahead and put some coarse dirt. Is it just these two corners? Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. There we go. All good. Nice and simple. We have sleeping and storage inside, and you ladder up, and you have a crafting table, a furnace, and a chest. So, definitely far from a mansion, but it has nice lighting, nice windows. I'm pleased. I am.
That's all that matters, the processes.
Yup. Shh, don't tell him.
Spying on me again.
Me? Would I do that?
Yeah, actually, you would.
Oh yeah, actually I would. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot, Debbie.
You like?
I like.
I like steam.
These pillars are a little short and stubby.
Hmm?
These pillars you got at the jungle wood, they're a little short and stubby, don't you think? See if I can land on it. 140? Is that all? Hey, there,
Oh,
baby. Yeah, you'd have to be sober to look at this stuff. It might mess with you. Ooh, down we go. I'm a liking it. I'm a liking it.
thank you, your preciousness.
You are welcome. All right. Well, that wraps us up. And we will. Oh, you got to say goodbye, baby.
Bye-byes.
Bye bye.
Bye-byes now.
We will see you later.